Hello, folks. Okay, I'm going to attempt the Omni in your soul video. Wish me luck. All right. I don't even know where to begin, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm just winging this. Bear with me because I'm not a fucking artist at making verbal videos. I need someone to talk to that helps me out. But since I have no one to talk to, this is the way it is. All right. I share the screen here. Bring up a picture I drew of what I see when I talk to my tube, or what I see the tube as. All right. Follow my cursor if you can. Okay. So this is the human on Earth. Okay. This is your skin, your brain, your spine, and inside you have your soul, which may or may not go directly to your head. I don't know. Depends on the people. If you're not spiritual, then you don't have too much soul in your brain. Let's let's say it that way. When I found myself, that's what Jesus Christ calls it, when you find yourself in your life on earth, you find yourself. He means you found your soul in your brain. Okay? People that don't find themselves, their soul is buried in them, buried in their heart. They don't know how to access it. They don't know what to do. They're just going through the motions on the earth. All right. I was 16 years old when I found myself. That's what Christ said. And the reason I found myself is because I think the aliens had a lot to do with it. Because I was spiritually contacted by the aliens, extraterrestrials, till I was 30. And then, but I found myself inside myself when I was 16. Okay, you got that? Then the process of myself was meditating. I started meditating when I was 16 or earlier, and I used earplugs. And then I found when I started to meditate, I listened inside to the voices in my head. Not voices, more like expressions of anger, expressions of whatever. And they blurt out. And it was all inside my head, right here, my brain. Those voices were like, fuck you, fuck him, fucking cocksucker, all this bad stuff. It was just blurting out anger, rage. And I found out much later in life that those voices were pent up frustrations, pent up anger. Okay. All in my brain. Okay. They come, imagine you're this box right here in your brain is you and your dad's abuse. So you're meditating and you're focusing on your dad's abuse in your heart. And in your head, you're being triggered of all the things that happened. And all you hear is fuck them, shoot them, kill them, fuck them, fucking, fuck, 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 fuck. And this is what you hear. All your bruises. Okay, this box in your brain, metaphysical box in your brain, is all your fucking dad's abuses, all your friends' abuses on different scenarios in people's lives. Your mom, your brother, your sister, your friends. And within that box are more boxes. Sexual, sexual frustrations with your girlfriend, the psychology of your girlfriend, the emotional trauma of your girlfriend on you. What you focus on is where you go and what you trigger in your head, and you hear all the voices. You got to let all that go. It's going to take a lot. I let it go my whole life. I let it go. Fuck it. I bitch a lot and swear a lot because they're frustrations. And I got a lot. The people who don't swear when they're making videos, whatever. I don't know you, but bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. They're just liars. So anyway, be that as it may. Okay. So later on, well, not even later on in life, I meditate or I'm pondering when I go to bed at night, much later. And I'm pondering, and I didn't know this at the time. I'm pondering, is there another dimension? I'm listening to Art Bell on, is there another other dimensions, physical world dimensions like our own physical world? How you can't go there physically. It's impossible for us humans. It's impossible. But you can go there spiritually. I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing at the time I had my experience. I lay down in bed and I'm pondering. I'm just pondering that, listening to her bell, and all of a sudden I fall asleep, but I'm not asleep. I just lay back and sort of meditated, falling asleep. See, we're just relaxing. All of a sudden, boom, I'm looking at a box. The box spins around. So a point of light opens up in the box, in the center of the box, and in the blackness of the astral plane illusion, there's a round circle of light. I run over to the circle of light and I look in it. In there, I see another physical world dimension. Okay? You can watch the video of the whole thing I created in whatever. But anyway, I gotta get back to this because if I lose track, I'm gonna blow. Little did I know, I thought it was my seeds doing that. I didn't know about the tube or the OMNI, this green. Okay, this is like a tube in your head, a metaphysical tube. Okay, this tube is, call it your super soul. It's more than the light, but it is the light. Okay, and I for 56 years didn't know this existed until recently. The last 2 years, I've been watching this thing and listening to it talk to me. And it don't talk like I'm talking to you or anybody else is going to talk to you. It talks to you. It talks to me as in single words that represent the whole scenario of what you're pondering. So you're pondering government. How is the government deceiving us? You go to it, and you'll hear in your head, Obama. That's what happens to me, which means deception. Obama. He don't say deception. He says Obama. I don't know why. That's the way it is. Anyway, so I get words. I get words. I get visions of past lives. Okay. I get visions of past lives. How that happens is I feel a movement in my heart of a place, of a person or a person. I feel the person's experience. I feel the person's existence, let's say. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? So I meditate. I meditate. I focus and I chant to myself, what is this? What is this? What is this? I'm feeling native-y. What is this? What is this? And I'll meditate. As soon as I cross over, boom, I have my vision. Okay. What is giving me the vision is this. This thing opens up and pops the vision in your head. Okay, that's how the visions work. The tube opens up and boom, and the whole scene of your past life in an instant in a vision. And it's detailed. Sometimes the vision have written words. If I'm seeing it, it has written words. I asked one time after my vision of my past life, I go where I got shot in the face by the cowboys, and cowboys means killers, just to let you know. They're not like today's cowboys. They're killers, straight up, lawless killers. Anyway, when the cowboys came and shot me in the face, I meditated a couple days later and I asked, what year did I die? What year did I die? A voice in my head answered back when I crossed over into spirit. I mean, transitioned from conscious aware consciousness to REM or whatever that is, where you just pass over into dream space. And I'm chanting, the tube opens up and screams 1700 Little River, Arkansas. 1700, 1700 Little River, Arkansas. And I was like, holy fuck. I woke, I snapped out, and I wrote it all down. Then I asked other questions and I got answers, verbal answers, detailed verbal answers. I couldn't believe it. Just like that. Just like I said now. Just like I said. So how am I supposed to know Little River, Arkansas in the year 1700? How am I supposed to know that logically in my brain over a vision I had of me getting shot? I asked for my name, which was Big Bear. I asked for my tribe, which was Cheyenne. And he told me that. My tube told me that, which I thought was my soul. Okay. Now, what I learned from the regent priest or the equalizer guy a couple days ago was they breached my fourth illusion in myself. So, 4 steps into your soul body in the astral, four levels of your soul body. you get to the tube, which is located right here. When I go to sleep, I see it. If I'm looking, if I go to sleep and nothing's happening, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. When I go to sleep, I'll talk to it. I say, hey, what's going on? What's going on in the spirit world? I check with Christ. I check with Christ. I check with everything. Then I go to him. I look at him, and he's either closed up, sleeping, or I don't even know. I don't even know what this is or where it goes. Now, I asked Jesus Christ 100 fucking times. Some of them do know what this is. Some of them don't know what this is, or they ain't talking about it. But 1,000 times I woke up in the day, I woke up. The priestess is right here. Priestess, spirit person, is right here talking to the tube, trying to trigger reactions from it. And I asked the priestess, why are you talking to my tube? He ain't gonna fucking answer you because he has no, you don't own him. He ain't gonna talk to you. I know that. She goes, well, I need to know about my past with you. I want to know where I'm buried. I want to know the Anunnaki stuff. And this is where you get the information. And I'm going, you do? Well, I'm learning this right now with the girl I shot in the fucking face in the spirit world. She's telling me this is where you get the information. I'll go, why don't you go into yourself and get the information? Why don't you go to your tube and get the information? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. You're telling me you're a female. You're a regent priest. You're a master in the illusion. And you don't know how to get into yourself to get the information from yourself. That's what you're telling me. Yeah, and we talked about it for 1,000 times. She wants to know my shit. She wants me to know my shit or confirm her shit from the Anunnaki past lives. She thinks she was the Anunnaki, but she can't confirm it with herself. I go, you got to structure it. You got to structure it in your fucking mind. Structure it. I don't know. I'm not a soul person, okay? But when you meditate, I told her exactly how I do it. And I'm telling you now. But I never knew there's a tube. I just thought it was, I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay. So we went through the visions. That's how you get the visions, the words, the portals. And now, this is where the truth lies within yourself and you can access it. But you got to stop the noise in your head. Focus in your heart and your innocence. Okay. Let me get back to the normal view here. I think. Stop. Okay. You focus in your heart. You lay down in bed, you focus, you put your earplugs in or not. But if you want to know, you will. Put your earplugs in because I do. And it's very important you do because you can hear things you never would. And that all orientates you to what's going on inside you. It depends on where you focus in your heart. If you focus in your heart, what was I in a past life? And it's not going to come fast. It takes days and days and days, months and months and months. Outside influences trigger a response from you. That response you never had, but you're going to respond to it. But if a guy come walking down the street with a gun, you never had that experience. You never had that experience in this lifetime. If a guy comes walking down the street with a gun and all of a sudden you see it, and he's shooting people, and you see it, and you're like, holy fuck. And he comes right up to you and he's gonna fucking shoot you in the face. You grab the gun, fucking break his neck or take it away. You stop the invasion. You stop the fucking problem. You stop the problem. You're like, how the fuck did I do that? I don't know nothing about guns. How did I overtake this guy? That's a response from you. But this is just an example I'm getting at. External pressures on you and your soul give you internal responses. If you're in tune with yourself, you can feel your own response to that situation. Like you're a white guy, like I'm a white guy, but through my Native friends, my Native American friends, I'm having responses. I never told them that, but why the fuck am I having responses inside? So I lay down and meditated, chanted questions. Did I have a past life? Did I have a past life? Did I have a past life? I cross over into dream space. As soon as I cross over, boom, a vision. But you got to meditate, you got to relax, you got to break through that barrier, which is tight around your neck. You got to relax it and let your soul come through. That helps. And then let the tube shoot you visions, intuition. I thought it was the seeds. The seeds do have things to do with it. The seeds are information packages, your connection to God, to Creator. That's why they're called creation seeds, because the Creator is creating, helping you create. The tube is just your written record of fucking everything you've done. The tube's also, from what I asked Jesus Christ and the Regent priests, they say the tube is illusion. It's an illusion. It's your illusion. Everything you ever been in the existence of you, meaning all your past lives, way back to when your soul was created, from way back to when your soul was created, is in the illusion. Now, I don't know if that's the fourth illusion in yourself, as the priest or Christ told me. They breached my fourth illusion. I don't know. And it was called the whatever it was called. I forgot. It's in my last video. Everything, all your experiences, all of your experiences is in an illusion room. The access to that illusion room is in the tube. When your brain needs an answer, you ask it with your earplugs in and you can listen. Boom, you get your fucking answer. And all that is by trial and error. Constantly. You cannot, for me, it's from where the brain, because I still get voices in my head screaming and bitching, and they're old stresses, garbage stresses from my past, from my dad, who's now dead. But when I think of my dad and all the fights we had, I hear bitching in my head. That's not the tube. Once you get the tube into clear 100% visions from Atlantis or the Aztec or Kenya, which I have, when you get these visions and you wake up from them and you can't tell that it was so real you want to go back and live there or not. It was more real than when you wake up in the fucking bed. That's a fucking vision. That's the difference. The voices I find in myself that come from the tube are logic, detailed, and truth. So logical, so truthful. He either says, I don't fucking know, I don't know, don't know, don't know. And I ask about the extraterrestrials. He either gives me an answer, he shows me how to communicate with them by CE5, spirit to spirit hookup, and how to do it and bring it into reality, which I go through in all my videos. I ask him about details about the extraterrestrials, and he goes, no, classified. Absolutely no one on Earth gets to know it, not even you. And that, to me, that response, when he says that, when he says it, he goes classified, top secret, or whatever he says. To my question about the extraterrestrials, classified. There's no fucking way you're getting the information. Not even Jesus Christ. The only way Jesus Christ is going to find out is if he goes to the light and asks the Christ up there. And even there, the shit is redacted. My shit is redacted. And only Christ, worthy Jesus Christ or Jesus Christ, there's certain levels of it too, also. There's a stuff that Jesus Christ on the mountain can read. There's stuff that only Christ can read. Christ tells Jesus Christ no or yes. Hence my fucking problem with the priestess and the Anunnaki and the fucking everything. Daniel Boone, all of it coming in and going out. People want to know. People want to know. How do you do? How do you do? And I'm fucking stupid. Here I am giving them fucking cigarettes, weapons from my past because I'm an asshole. And they want to know how I do it. Well, I can't tell you. I just do it. And I tell you how I do it, but I don't know how I do it. I just, I'm in the illusion and I want a gun. Holy shit, here's a gun. It appears in my hands and I shoot. That's it. But in your mind, once you work that out, you can bring your mind into it. You see? That has nothing to do with the tube, but it does. You're learning, you're learning from your soul, you're learning from your tube, you're learning from the priest, you're learning from Jesus Christ, you're learning from all these different people. And a lot of it you're not going to like. A lot of it can kill you. But a lot of it is so beautiful and fucking mind blowing. It's great. So depends on where you want to go. The tube for me is the Omni. When I'm talking to the Jesus, when I'm talking to Christ, Jesus Christ on the mountain, there's thousands of them, hundreds of thousands, millions, I don't know. Or when I'm talking to Christ, Christ is different. He's the embodiment. It's the energy. Christ is an energy, and it's conscious. It's conscious, and you with that energy within you can take it away. But you got to understand what's going on. You ask for Jesus Christ in the physical. You ask spiritually. You ask for Jesus Christ. You're gonna get Jesus Christ. but he's on the mountain. He takes care of all the people on the mountain, which means he takes care of all the people in the spirit world and all the people on earth, these thousands, hundreds of thousands of Jesus Christ working for the people on the earth spiritually or in St. Illusion spirit world and the illusion, whatever, the astral. But astral is no man's land. There's a lot of bad things. And if you're with Jesus Christ, he don't want you in the astral unless you're with someone. All right. But for me, I lived, you don't believe how long in the astral, off and on. I live in St. Lucian. I live in the astral. And they got rooms in the astral. And the lower you go, the worse it gets. So try to stay up. At least get to St. Lucian. Fuck. If you want, if you want Christ to take notice of you, access your fucking tube. You do all the time. I got intuition today. Synchronicities. Synchronicities in life. That's another way. The tube. Because he brought you aware to it. The tube brings your brain aware to it. The tube puts you in that position for you to get aware of it, of the synchronicity or of your intuition. When you're walking down the street and you go, fuck, it feels like I've been here before. Well, why? Ask yourself why. Why have you been there? There's a bunch of different reasons. One, you dreamt yesterday about being here. You know, a place you've never been. That is your probable reality, and you're living your probable reality now. But you don't remember the dream. You should have, but you don't. In the dream, there's a feeling, a weird feeling. Wow, that was a weird dream. 2 days later, you're having a weird feeling, a deja vu. Walking down a street in a city you're having a vacation in. That's a deja vu. Feels like I've been here before. Well, no. In the spirit world, you've just projected yourself into that probable reality, and now you're living it. Once you accept that and see it within yourself, you can move on to bigger things, like time travel in spirit. I did it. Conscious in my fucking head, spiritually. I was in a dream. I'm at a river at a university. I went upstream, jumped off the turtles' backs, going upstream, jumped off the turtles' backs, going upstream onto the land, and boom, I'm running beside mastodons. I'm sweating. I fucking twisted my ankle in a fucking hole, gopher fucking hole in the plains. I'm running with a herd of fucking mastodons, and they had the babies in the middle, and they had a fucking the alpha out front leading the fucking pack, and the moms and the aunts and the uncles all around. And I'm running here beside them. And I went up to one of the moms. I think it was a mom. It didn't have no test or a young male. And I looked in its eye, and its fucking eyeball fucking looked right at me. Then fucking stinking musky fur they were molting the fur off them hit me in the face, and I could smell it. And I thought I got covered in slime, but it wasn't. It was just a grease and oil in the fur. And it was hot, and I could smell it, and I could see the fucking bugs and the flies in the air, in the atmosphere. Broke my fucking ankle. It was so awesome. It was so fucking awesome. It was awesome. When was that? What time did I go into? Exactly. Was it 10,000 years ago? 20,000 years ago? 40,000 years ago? It was after the young Andreas. So I'm thinking, whatever, 20,000 years ago. It was after the fucking last ice age, the mini ice age, which is called the young Andreas, I think, because I'm running in the plains of Saskatchewan, North Dakota, somewhere around there in the plains grasslands, with a herd of fucking mastodon. And I've never been there in this lifetime. Well, I have. I've been to Drumheller. I went camping in Drumheller on a bus, but they ain't really being there. So, fuck, what is that? The tube, man. The tube showed me the way, the path on how to get to these places, which is cool, awesome experience. But how do you repeat it? How? For me, it's not time for me to repeat it. It's not time for me to repeat it. Meaning, my tube showed me the path at the university, higher learning. I'm running upstream from the university, up a stream, the rocks, giant rocks in the stream, were tortoises, huge tortoises. I jump off the tortoise onto the grass of the university. Boom! I'm next standing in front of a herd of mastodon. They start running because they see me, I guess. They're responding. They're responding to me. I'm feeling hot. I've smelled the fucking musk off the fucking elephants. I hear them. I feel the fucking boom, boom, boom in the ground of them running. It was fucking awesome. It was unbelievable. I hurt my ankle in a fucking gopher hole or something like that. Fuck. How does that happen? That's my experience. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. But seeking, you got to seek inside yourself. The way to seek is your soul, cleaning your head out of the bullshit. Bring your soul to your head. And when you get to your soul, I didn't know it at the time, all my life, but your soul and your tube, my tube, I just recognized 2 years ago. I had it all my life, but I thought it was just my soul because that's what I was fucking told on the fucking psychics on the fucking YouTube or going to fucking psychics. It's your tube. I asked Jesus Christ about the tube. I asked the Regent Priest about the tube. What is a tube? Oh, it's everything you ever were and ever will be. Omni. It's your Omni. Well, they don't say that. They say it's an illusion room of everything you are and ever will be, ever were. Guess what the tube says to me, my brain? I go, what are you? What are you, Omni? That's what he said, Omni. So what the fuck does Omni mean? Super Soul? I think it's bigger than that. You just gotta access it. And you have been. You have been. Unless you're fucking have not, but I have. Other people have. When you sit down in a coffee shop and you're talking to somebody and you say, share your experiences with me, your spiritual experiences. Well, I was walking down the street and this happened, and bam. I went to bed and I had this vision, bam. Yeah, that's your super soul. That's your omni, your tube. And what I showed you in the picture was where it's located, how I see it within myself. Now, when, like I said before, it squeezes tight to like a vein within your arm, like a vein squeezes tight. Then it opens up. When you relax it, and then when you're asking for a vision, but the tube, your responses in the world are giving you something inside your heart. You don't know what it is. So you meditate and you're asking your heart, what is this feeling? What is this feeling? What is this? Because I have a fucking native past life. Was I a native in a past life? What is this? What the fuck is this? And as soon as you cross over, boom, you're having a vision. The tube opens up and he gives you a vision. That's what it's like. It's a volcano. That's what it's like, a fucking volcano, an inner volcano right into your head. And it's so fucking real, you can wake up dead. I woke up with fucking scratches on my face. If I My fucking ankle hurting. How many times have you woke up in the morning with physical effects of what you dreamed about? Has that ever happened to you? I have. My teeth. So I'm just saying, this is what the Omni, and it took me 2 years of the priestess coming in and talking to it. She brought it to my awareness, or not, or both. I ask it questions and one word, usually one word responses while I'm laying and meditating, talking to it. One word responses. Sometimes there's more, but, and the voice is always changing. The voice is always changing. Not as in girl or boy, but mine sounds like, I don't know how to describe it. Rah, 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 rah. Or rah, 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 rah. It's got that gurgly to it. It's got a gurgly to it, gurgly voice, the higher and lower. And it's one word responses. So I'm always checking that out. Sometimes priestess will be talking to it, and I'll wake up and I'm watching it. And I get fucking mad at the priestess for raping me. To me, that's rape. I mean, I can't dream. I'm not living my life anymore because Jesus Christ is in there doing it. Priestess is in there doing it. Jesus Christ gets the whore from next door to come in my fucking head and talk because we have issues. And Christ is also testing my bounds with all that. It's endless, man. And I'm sick of it. I want all this mountain shit, sex crap out of me. I'm fucking sick of it. Unless I choose to go there. No one fucking chooses for me in the spirit world or in this world. That's the way it is. I want body, mind, and soul and fucking the tube Omni in complete agreement before I fucking fuck anything. And it's so low level bullshit. I can get into that low level bullshit, but when I talk, I go there. That's the problem. When I talk about extraterrestrials, I'm hooking up to them, but I don't even know I'm hooking up to them unless I tell myself I'm hooking up to them. But by me talking to them, I'm hooking up to them. I start rising in vibration. I start aligning with them. And pretty soon my seeds are glowing and I'm hooking up to the fucking ETs. I've done it a fucking 100 times with witnesses, physical witnesses. And I tell them that. By us talking about it, by us sitting on this rock waiting for the ETs to come down on my CE5 in Blind River, Ontario, I'm calling them just by talking about my old experiences. All that is your soul, your tube, and your brain learning the way to do it. That's what you gotta learn. We're all learning it. How many lifetimes you're gonna go through? Fuck, it's endless, man. And then when you get off the mountain, it's so fucking boring up there unless you can take a class for 5 years and get into cool stuff. But you miss what you had down here. Hockey games, fights, riding a bicycle, feeling pain in your arm, making love. You miss all that. You miss it on the mountain when you're dead. That's why so many fucking people are on the earth driving each other nuts and killing each other. It's a proving ground for souls. That's what the earth is, a proving ground. Are you going to rise above or are you going to go low? Earth proving ground. Are you going to go down with Satan and the smut and the sickness? Or are you going to go rise up with Christ off the mountain? And by going down, you're only going to go down so far before you realize, well, this ain't what I wanted. This sucks. Yeah, it's not fun. Time to call Christ, get you the fuck out. Christ will put you through your fucking paces. He'll kick your fucking ass 100,000 times all over the place. You don't like it, but you got to go through it or not. Just learn from Christ and you can have a smooth ride. Anyway, OMNI. That's what I learned within the last 2 years. It's not your fucking soul. It's in your soul. It's 4 stages in. That's the breed. That's where the guy breached me, I think. It's all coming together now in the last couple of days. That's why I'm making this video. It's fucking awesome. And that's how you create. I create trains with my soul. I create trains with my seeds, trains, vehicles, guns, cigarettes, can of pop, and thousands of fucking people in St. Lucian want that shit. And I can create it. That's why I'm in the fucking with Christ to keep them all away from me. And the region priests. But then Christ and the region priests got their own agendas with me. And they do shit to me that I find very unnecessary or very fucking rude to the point of fucking rape, to the point of fucking death. And they don't really give a fuck because you're just a fucking human. I told Christ, if you don't really give a fuck about humans, you care about their souls. You don't care about the actual human. Well, they do, but they don't. When push comes to when shove comes to push, the human's gonna lose. The meat human is gonna lose, and the soul will go on with grace. What if the soul? What if the mind of the human knows what it is in a soul? What if your soul has taught you so much? You know what not enough where its human body knows how to make a gun in the astral. You understand? Where the mind of the human goes into the astral, opens a doorway to the moon. You see the moon on the other side of the doorway, and you walk through, and your soul goes to the moon or Mars or anywhere on the earth instantly. How the fuck do you do that? Or you push your enemies through the door. I've had enough of you. Bye bye. Well, there you go. That's where I'm at in my head. That's why the Regent priest, that's why Jesus Christ, that's why the priestess and all these fucking people are doing this to me. Because they want to fucking know how I did that. I took Regent priests and put them on the moon. Opened the doorway in the astral. I'm in the astral blackness. Open the doorway to the moon because I've been to the moon before. I know what it looks like. I know the place I've been on the moon. So I open up the door. I'm thinking of the moon inside of the what I seen when I was on the moon or a place. Open the door. There's a place. See ya. Clunk. Close the door. He's flying to that place on the moon instantly. That's how fast it goes. When I go through the doorway, I open the door to the moon. I walk through the doorway. As soon as I walk through the doorway, I go, "Rah!" My soul just goes, just fucking stretches out like it goes from point A to point B, but it's all right here. My soul goes "Rah!" over a period of a long distance. That's with my fucking brain intact. I'm watching it all. How did I do that? You gotta know yourself. You gotta become yourself. Then you start learning all the tricks and trades. Like whatever goes on. I'm teaching it all here. You can do it. You just gotta know how to do it. Just experience. You need experiences. Spiritual, thousands of spiritual experiences. You need to choreograph it in your head within yourself, not outside. Everything is inside. And that's what it's done. Anyway, guys, that's it. I maybe make another Omni when I think of more shit. But right now, this is my Omni video. I gotta upload it before the hockey game comes on, which is in 15 minutes. Okay, later. Bye, guys.